Someone wants to know, what's the tax impact of selling digital products or NFTs? NFTs, sorry about
Yeah. So those are two. It depends.
that.
Okay. So here's the thing. Those are two different questions: digital products versus NFTs. So let's talk digital products first. So digital products could be anything, and I mean anything in the tax sense. It could be capital gain. It could be collectible. It could be ordinary income. It just depends on what you're doing. NFTs. So for those who don't know, NFT stands for non-fungible token. And in the cryptocurrency world, so you have fungible tokens, which are like cryptocurrencies. So Bitcoin, for example, more or less, if I give you a Bitcoin and I have another Bitcoin, they're interchangeable. That means they're fungible. One can substitute for the other. Non-fungible things are like trading cards or pieces of artwork or things like that, where one is not a substitute for the other. Last year, there was an opinion piece put out by the chief counsel of the IRS. I think it was back in March of last year. And basically, what the opinion said was that you should do a look through analysis. And what that means is that you don't treat the NFT as a thing itself. You have to look at what the NFT represents. If it's a piece of artwork, then you're dealing with collectibles. If it is a piece of a security, then it's, capital gain kind of event. If you are in the business of buying and selling NFTs, then it's ordinary income because that's your trader business. So you have to look through into what the NFT represents, and then you have to figure out, okay, how am I using that asset for tax purposes? And it could be anything, literally. You have to figure that out on a case by case basis. Most people are just using them as collectibles. Now, the interesting thing about collectibles is that there's a special tax rate for collectibles, which is 28%. So that's higher, and it's a flat 28%. So capital gains, if you're depending on your filing status and your total income for the year, your capital gains rate might be 0%, it might be 15%, it might be 20%, it might be 23.8%. But collectibles is always 28. So it's higher than even the highest long-term capital gains rate, and there's no brackets to it. It's just 28. People are, I would say, 99% unaware of that particular fact. And if they're reporting their NFTs at all, they're just reporting them as regular capital gains and stuff. So yeah, no, that's a long way of saying it depends.
So it depends, guys. So we have a pet question. A
Pets,
client wants to
yeah.
know,